Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back. We're going to be diving into the energies of June, looking at what's coming up for you. All right, if you're new, welcome. I'm Michele. Great to have you here as well. All right, so we're going to tune in to each soul story. I'm going to let you get a closer look at the cards, and there'll be an alignment and attunement meditation to align more to the frequency and energy of your soul. And then we'll get to the individual soul stories. All right, soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, let's connect in. All right, take a breath with me. And as you breathe out, let yourself be drawn to the cards or crystals that are calling you for your highest good, for the best information for where you are now on your path. Soul story number 1, we have victory. Now, I just put some cards together, guided by the guides. You've got victory there, and you have the brucite, which brucite is a mineral. I have new crystals for everyone. This one has a lot to do with vitality and energy. Connects to the solar plexus. Also a little bit with the mental realm, with optimism and positive thoughts. Soul story number 2, you have the 8 of Wands, swiftness, and you have the Malachite with fibrous sprays, it's called. Connects to the heart, movement. We'll see what they have to say in the reading. That's a crystal ally that's supporting your reading. You know I love my crystal beings. And soul story number 3, you have the 2 of Cups. Love. Let's see what that is. And, jumping around. And you have, this is a little new one. Wow, this has a lot of energy. Okay, this is the red hematite. A lot of iron in there, good for circulation, for blood. Wow, okay. I got these from a very good source. So there's a lot of energy emanating from these. So anyway, soul story number 1, number 2, number 3. As always, trust your own insight and intuition, your inner knowing. And always, choose the cards or crystals that are most resonant for you at this time. See you in the readings. Radiant light, take this time for yourself to attune to the frequency of your soul and through your higher self, the expanded dimensional aspect of your being. Connect into your soul. In your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, feel yourself anchoring and centering inside. In your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, feel the anchoring, healing light of spirit within. Each in-breath you are tuning into the soul's signature frequency, and each out-breath you are aligning through the dimensional aspect of your higher self to your soul. You are now more easily and effortlessly connecting into the dimensional frequency of your soul, releasing, relaxing into the higher self. You now begin to feel more calm, comfortable, and guided inside. Now, when you're ready, take a deeper breath in your own pace, pattern, and flow. Pause as you go deeper inside, and in your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, breathe all the way out, feeling the healing light energies of spirit within you, nurturing your soul, connecting you body, mind, spirit. Now release the breath. Let your breath go to its own natural rhythm and feel your own rhythm, your own internal timing, knowing that you are guided through your soul. As you align more to your own internal timing, rhythm, and flow,
You are guided to the most life-enhancing soul experience and soul expression. Feel the energy of the higher dimensional aspect of you. Feel yourself guided, directed. As you make your choices, feel guided and directed, peaceful and calm inside.
Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome. This is Soul Story number 1. Wow. Okay. Better days. June. Better days. Better days for you. Numerically, we're in a 51-6 energy, so it is a lot about attraction and love. This month is ruled by Gemini, the lovers, at least the first half of the month. But numerology-wise, we are in a 51-6. So a lot of influences. So let's see what the brew side has for you. The message for you is optimism. Yeah, you're going to be feeling better. If you've been a little downhearted is what I've heard. You're going to be feeling better. There's also something about creating something new or connecting in, bringing in a lot with the mental realm for you. If you had some new ideas that have come through. This is also about determination, solar plexus power, connecting in with your power. All right, so now let's see. For this month, you've got victory, 6 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, so recent disappointment, something wasn't working out. Now, for some of you, I feel if you're doing something online, or maybe even you thought a certain amount of income was going to come in, a certain amount of subscribers or followers, or you've had some kind of recent disappointment. And for some of you, it's in the emotional department, it has to do something emotionally or with some level of achievement or project or coming together, working together. For some of you, if this happened to be with a job that you wanted, that the position didn't happen or it isn't quite what you want, something is shifting. The message I'm hearing for you with June is think positively. You're going to have a positive result this month. You're going to have either some kind of breakthrough, awakening, some kind of sign that things are turning around and that your hard work is paying off. I also feel for this group, I feel like a lot of faith and trust and belief. So you're actually completing quite of a difficult cycle where you're having to perhaps even move on from something or someone or some idea of yourself or your life. This moving on is going to be very powerful for you. I just heard in the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months, 8 months, and 60 days, next 60 days. Oh, look at this. See, look what wants to come out. And the yellow. Happy ending, yeah. 12-3. So, yeah, whatever you've been working on, there is some kind of happy turnaround to your dreams, your goals, your desires, something that you're putting into effect. Now, this could, for some of you, again, this could be with a job, career, whatever it is, it's requiring more faith, trust, and belief, but you are going to do it. I feel like you maybe have always thought, you might have just thought, I'm going to give up. This is it. I got to do something else, or this isn't going to work. Follow your intuition. Use your intuition more, your gut knowing, like, oh, I'm just going to do that one more time. Let me just give it one more try. But I really get the message for you is June brings some kind of happy turn of events, some kind of a happy conclusion. You're happier, you're more optimistic, you're feeling something bounces back or gets better. It's really a time of, I just heard moving forward. Some of you could be even taking a little bit of a trip or vacation or hearing news from someone you haven't heard from in a long time. Look at, we hear opportunity, doors are opening up. Yeah, see, the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. Some of you are saying, okay, I don't know if I should do this. Should I upset the apple cart? Should I just go in this new direction, or should I try something new? Yes, even if you stay with what you're doing, the message is to follow your intuition. And I'm also getting your passion. Follow what's inspiring you right now. Follow your passion. This change is happening through your work. You're having perhaps slow, gradual change. This is change that is happening because of the work that you're putting in, the intention, the focus, the follow through, right? The intention, the focus, the follow through, or intention, focus, and follow through. So you're going to be much more focused. I just heard this year, the rest of this year. Yeah. See, an opportunity could turn into a long-term career move. You'll be asked to commit to a position or exchange for more money. Whatever this idea, those of you that have an idea, it is going to bring a lot of success. I just heard the momentum. The momentum is picking up. It's picking up. Momentum is picking up in your life. Some kind of momentum is picking up. You're getting momentum in something, and it's going to seem like a miracle, but look at this. It's coming from perseverance. So if you've been wondering, should I give up? No, find a way to do it. Find a way to continue on. Find a way to continue doing what you're doing or what you want to do. Find a way to integrate. I just heard Rome wasn't built in a day, step by step. Yeah, see, you're coming out of this little bit of stagnation or being held back. You've had to reassess. Now, you're reassessing something right now in your life. I think it could be the approach, the work, the workload, the way that you do it. But with the Four of Wands here, the Three of Pentacles, and the Universe, this is completion of something, a cycle, a new beginning. This is a completion of an idea. This is for very much is about going to a next level. You're really being called to level up. And look what I get here, the World, and we have the Universe, which is the World in the Thoth deck. The Star. Wow, look at this. This is great. Oh, I knew Seven of Wands wanted to come up because I was looking at a Six of Wands. So it's courage and fortitude. I feel like you're about to hit a milestone. Now, this could be through an achievement. This could be through your age. This could be through a graduation. This could be for some of you an initiation into a new level that is bringing much more fulfillment and abundance. This is about more emotional fulfillment. This is about a new direction. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and it's karmic. It's meant to be. So this is, again, sometimes the Justice card means, look, all that work you've put in, all that focus, all that time, all that disappointment, now it's time for the opposite. Now it's time to shift the scales. The scales are shifting in another way. So this is definitely for you for June. I'm just going to do mini reads on this. This is definitely moving in a new direction, and it's coming from your steam. It's coming from you. You are creating the change. You're engaging in the change. You're bringing in the people. You're finding the people. Even if you're doing it subconsciously or through the higher self, you're the one that is, you're the one ushering in the change. You're the one that's ushering in your own miracle. You're the one that is in the completion. Now, some of you, this is definitely, I even heard a 15 to 20 year cycle. This has been a long cycle of you having to persevere through something, working through something. And it's about to pay out. So please, 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 if you were thinking, obviously bring it to your own intuition. You need to do what is right for you. But by what I'm seeing psychically and what I'm getting through the cards psychically, and I feel some of you, I can feel it right here. Spirit coming in, and there's a guide team that's saying you're not far off. You're not. It's about to happen. It's going to seem like a miracle, but it's actually coming from perseverance. Some of you are going to be sharing this either online or with other people. How you almost gave up. I can hear, oh, I almost got rid of it, or I almost gave up, or I almost didn't do this, but for some reason I kept on. Or some of you, or I went back to it. It didn't work before, but I went back to it. And now, I guess, is the right time. Now is the time for me. All right, I'm going to get a little runes here. Wow. Okay, here we go. We've got birth. Protection. Oh my God, what a confirmation and awakening, breakthrough. But Dagaz has to do with the sun. It's like the sun rises little by little. So again, your changes are coming. The positive shift, the changes that you want are coming. Whatever that is that you're focused on, the victory, the focus, for some of you, it is more, you're wanting more influence. You're wanting to reach more people. You're wanting to help more people. Some of you, it is, you just want that payoff. You want that result, that positive result for what it is that you're doing. So this birth has been a long process, many, many months, for some of you, many, many years. But the protection to me says that you're on the right track, you're on the right path. You're being supported by spirit, by the universe. So if you're about to get the payoff or payout, the reflection, you're about to get the reflection, the result from, again, the intent, the focus, the follow through, the perseverance. And I would say June brings some kind of relief, like, oh God, I can't believe that. Oh God, thank God that happened. Okay. Or you might end of the month go, oh my God, my shoulders went down a little bit. I had less stress. Oh my God, that money came in, that situation turned around, or I didn't have to deal with that, or oh my God, it got taken care of. So your mantra is slow, gradual progress, right? Intention, focus, and follow through brings the result I need and want. I just get a lot of optimism with this group. All right, Radiant Soul Light. So we're going to see what area this is for you. Get a little bit, but it's definitely more fulfilling work. You've got, coming in the cards, 4 major arcana there, and one there with the universe. So this is a long change. Yeah, Mars in Aquarius and second house. So some of you, if you're working online or doing something with community, or you're wanting to reach more people, it's also saying to detach a bit from outcome. Focus on how it feels to achieve something, or to be able to persevere, to be able to follow through, to be able to have the insight, to be able to have the download, to receive the download, to be able to have the breakthrough, to be able to overcome the challenge. If you focus on that, you're going to be aligning to this energy of increase. Okay, this is going to be affecting your second house. So this is your value, your worth to some degree has come up in your eyes and in others. But this is definitely reaching a larger group, a larger audience, reaching out to a larger group, a larger audience, or being believed, being seen, whether it's a group of family, friends, community, or at the office, you are shifting. So again, the hard work is paying off. That's a biggie. That's a biggie for you. All right, we are going to look at more detail, go into a little bit of detail about relationship and such in Patreon. And also I want to say, I forgot, I have a healing workshop coming this Saturday, May 31st. I'll put the link in the description box. Look at that, and Patreon for the extended. But if you want to join in on that, I'm going to be doing some shamanic innerplane journey work with a wonderful sound healer. We're going to be doing some transmissions. If you're on Insta, it's in my story. It's also in my feed, in my grid. But I will post something also. I think I did post something on the community page for YouTube. But if you want it, I'd love to have you there if you feel a call to do some deep transformational work. We're also going to be working on resetting the energetic bodies and the nervous system to deal with all the new energy that is coming in. So it's soul alignment work, grid work. If that's something that you'd love to be a part of, we'll have a wonderful group. It's online, so you'll be in the comfort of your home, in your own sacred space, and we'll be able to do some deep journey work and work with the tones and frequencies for more soul attunement and connecting into your soul signature frequency. All right, Radiant Soul Light, I really do feel your mantra is through intention, focus, and follow through, I draw in the result I need and want. Yeah. And your key is you're going to be happy. You're going to be happier this month, it's showing. Not just joy, but happiness. Like there's a level of accomplishment. There's a level of, for some kind of reward or gift or acknowledgement that's given. But you're definitely ending a very difficult cycle. And I think you got a handle on it. I think you got a handle on what you need to do to not only bring in growth, but to sustain it, because that's what I'm getting also with this card here, Degas. This is about sustainability of some sort. All right, Soul Light, lots of love and light. Hello, Radiant Light Being. Welcome. Happy June. This is story number 2. It's great to connect with you. So I'm getting settled in here to look at your energetic pattern. What's going on with you for June? First of all, you're overcoming being stuck. That's the main message I'm getting as I tune into the frequency of you this month. If you're drawn to this reading, you're getting unstuck. You're moving forward. You're clarifying. Things are clearing up. You could be moving things around, cleaning out stuff. You're just moving. There's a lot of movement, a lot of coming and going for you in June. Maybe even travel is what I'm getting. Now, the stone you have here, I just got this new stone. I love it, love it, love it, love it. This is a fibrous, I think it's called fibrous splayed malachite. Fibrous, yeah. This is great for busting through things. The fibers are cleansing, clearing. It's heart energy. It's opening up also to more fulfillment in your life, if that's something that you've been needing to do or wanting to do, or maybe you're exploring what brings more fulfillment to you, what brings you more awareness and understanding of your path. Okay, I might have to adjust the camera angle. Let me just adjust, sorry about that. I want to make sure. Okay, so let's see. Well, and this is all about movement, so here we go with movement. All right, so we've got the 8 of Wands. Oh, 9 of Cups. Oh, the Sun card. Perfect. Beginning of summer in June. Or if you're down under, yes, it is the opposite. All right. Oh, look at that. 10 of Cups. You are definitely handling things well in June, handling business. This energy, this upswing, now this, I get, if you've been wondering, okay, where's the fun? Where's the fulfillment? Where's the inspiration? June brings that. That's the change. Look at this. There's nothing. 2 of Wands, Dominion, handling the energy well, balancing your energy, handling things well, handling whatever picks up or comes up. For sure in June, things pick up for you. Whatever you're asking about, there's an energetic shift that things are picking up. This could be people visiting, friends or family. This is about emotional connection. This is about doing things that are more emotionally fulfilling. This is being around people that are more emotionally fulfilling, satisfying. It's not only you're meeting your own needs, you've shifted where you're looking at things much more optimistically. That's a shift. This could bring creative projects that you feel are more inspiring and emotionally fulfilling. I would say for you, the theme for you in June is emotional fulfillment. It's also getting unstuck. It's changes, whether small, everyday changes, little changes, or big changes that move you forward in some direction in your life. You're moving forward. Things are happening. There's movement where you felt stuck or held back or repressed or suppressed, something you had to hold back. You weren't able to move forward. This month for you brings a lot of clarity of what emotionally fulfills you, what's fun, what's interesting, what you're curious about, what you want to do now. Also, the people in your life. I feel like there might have been certain people that you no longer could hang out with or be around, and that's changing where you're being seen, you're being matched. Whatever it is, you're being seen positively. You're seeing things more positively in June, but you're also being seen more optimistically, more positively. You're seen as creative. You're feeling more creative. You're seeing as a can-do person. You're seeing of overcoming a challenge. Some people around you are like, yeah, they went through this. They went through this challenge. Yeah, it's been difficult for them. But they worked through it. They went through it. So in some ways, you're also a positive influence is what I'm getting. All right, let's look and see what's coming up in June. Wow, I feel really good about this reading. I mean, you got the yellow, the orange, the purple, I just heard better days. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, okay. These are the messages I'm getting, though. That's interesting. So there's a lot with love. Manifesting. Some of you are manifesting a relationship. Some of you, you're manifesting something, or your manifestations, what you're focused on, what you're wanting to create, to draw in, to attract. The outcome that you want is happening, and you're feeling very happy. Some of you, this is a love relationship or partnership. So love, I mean, with the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, that's clearly a message that this month is about love. And I feel personal growth, the personal growth that you've been doing. Now, this personal growth, yes, it's inner work. Yes, it's maybe psychological work, emotional work, repatterning, hypnotherapy. Is it journal writing? Is it shadow work? It's all of that. However, which moves you into a leadership position. However, I also really, really feel and get the message that this is your personal life grows. So whether that's friends and family, colleagues you love, work that you love, and a love relationship, a love partnership. Love is highlighted for you in June. I mean, you see it right here. That's why I like to do these readings. Sometimes the shuffling and the added cards online, on air. I did my podcast today, so I'm still thinking about on air, on camera. This is okay, for some of you, this is a very strong creative energy, creative connection, but you're going to be told, wow, you look great. You really look great. Or you're doing well. Or God, you really turn things around. Or you look handsome. You look beautiful. I love your style. I love what you do. I love how you look. This could bring a declaration of some kind of love, admiration, respect. This could bring someone coming out of the shadows, and that most likely it's going to be texting, maybe phone. Some level of communication where someone declares their love for you. They declare, hey, I want to hang out with you. I want to be with you. I want to take this to another level or the next level. I want to be more than just friends. But look at this. You're manifesting a lot in June. You're overcoming some level of misunderstanding, but something was misdirected in your life. Something wasn't aligned before, or you got out of alignment because you grew. You had some level of growth. So the people from the past, or past situations, or certain past relationships weren't working out. Look what we've got there. You got to tell me what's going on. Right under manifestation, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So you have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we got a little thing here. Okay, so some of you, and then we've got that 6 of Wands. Okay, you can see I'm pulling from here. Some of you might feel like, okay, I can't, okay, I also feel there's something behind the scenes, either a relationship or a project that you love that you're not yet ready to go into to launch. You are going to feel a certain level of success. One of the messages I'm getting right now, channeled message, is there's going to be some opportunity, whether it's a particular relationship or an opportunity for work or business or position that you're not yet ready to talk about. You're not ready to say, hey, I'm coming out with this. I'm doing this. I'm launching this. This is saying don't prematurely launch something or talk about something. It's like, also for some of you, there's some people around you that might not be doing as well. So you don't want to kind of rub it in people's faces like, oh, I'm doing really well financially, I feel good. I mean, I recovered from this, or, I'm in this relationship. This is going great. So it's not that you're not going to be honest. I think some people around you, I feel like there's a lot of people around you that are noticing you. Maybe you're getting this, this glow. You're having your own glow up. I definitely don't feel this group is full of themselves, but I feel like there is a level of pride or sense of fulfillment, like like, wow, I did do this, or we did this, we accomplished this, I got through this. I am manifesting this. There's some decided mental emotional shift, and I do feel it has to do from inner work. I don't feel like it just happened overnight. I feel you've really been, some of you struggling, some of you really working on yourself, some kind of change in your expectation and your belief, maybe a whole belief system, some shift that you did. Like, I almost feel like with this group, like maybe you read something or saw something online, maybe even one of these videos, another video, or you thought, you know what, let me just try that. Well, that person thinks that way. Maybe it's not BS. Maybe I should, because what I get with the Malachite also, with the fibrous splays, because the fibrous, it's like they go out. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but they're these little like outlets. You're either going to have more outlets, maybe more sources of income, more platforms, more communities, or something where you're getting into more areas in your life. You're expanding into more areas. You're traveling in other circles. There's something really about this kind of extending out, because on a soul level you want to experience more. So I think it's very interesting, because this month we're in a 51-6 numerically, right? The numerology cycle. So you could want to venture out more on your own to what is more emotionally fulfilling or satisfying. And this could be different people, different groups, more relationship. You're definitely calling in some kind of love partnership. That you got it in the card. That in the 6 energy, we're in June, and a 51-6. 51 breaks down to a 6. This month is all about emotional fulfillment, happiness, your joy, making decisions that are more in alignment with your true desires and goals. I think you're going to be able to have, there's interest in you also. There's a buzz about you that's coming in, that something's buzzing. You're manifesting this buzz. For many of you, this is going to be some kind of achievement that has that's witnessed, seen, maybe online. Some of you, maybe you're going to be seen as successful. You're going to feel successful. But you're also learning to not overshare. You're learning to not overexpose yourself. You're learning to not put all your eggs in one basket, and also not to gloat, not to, like I did this. You're learning, or some of you may already just be this way, where you're just, it's a kind of a humble, but you do know that you're rocking it. I got to say that. You do know you're a leader, you got it going on, but you're not, you have healthy pride, but you're not prideful. You're not arrogant. You have pride in your work and what you do and what you've accomplished, but you're not arrogant. And I just feel that you're being seen more. And that's been a desire or a wish of yours, to be seen for what you know or what you do, or heard. Some of you this is heard. Some of you this is definitely a project that takes off. One of the things is, because you're getting more visibility, this is going to attract a relationship for you. Some of you, this is a relationship goes to the next level. But you're realizing too that you want a partnership, you want a relationship, and you're seen as a leader, you're in a leader or expert role. This could be the leader of your own life. This could be the leader within a company. This could be the leader in a household. That you're leading the way, because part of your leadership ability is through inspiration, is through creativity. Your creativity brings you a new level of financial freedom, financial abundance, financial security. Your financial security is definitely tied into your creativity, your ability to create, your ability to recreate, the ability to invent, reinvent, your ability maybe for your self-expression, or doing something individually, doing something unique to you. This is also about something, the uniqueness, recognizing your capabilities due to your uniqueness. Okay, let's see what we got. These chakra cards, I kind of look at them as what's going on mentally, emotionally. What's the vibe? What's the vibe mentally, emotionally? Okay, so we've got, that makes sense. Oh, look at that. Growth. What was I saying? Renewal. So this is renewal of relationship structures. This is renewal of, I'm going to take this also because I think what's working for you is your instincts. Some of you are really following what actually makes you happy, what you actually value, no matter what someone says. I can hear some of you around people where you're like, oh, that's not what I'm into, or that's not what I want to do. But you don't need to shout. You don't need to push on anyone. That's what I'm getting. You don't need to push your point of view on anyone. You're not. This is not about pushing anything. That's why you're a leader. And that's why things are moving forward. There's this new level of trust. There's this faith, this trust in yourself, or trust in God, the divine plan, your soul plan, your soul path, your soul, your guidance, life. This is really, whatever you've been doing internally is working. It's brought this renewal of energy, belief in life, feeling better about yourself, more emotional connection, more emotional contentment. But you're definitely figuring in the emotional aspect in your life more and more. You're realizing, hey, the emotional aspect of life is very important, whether it's in the work that I do or whether it's the activities or the people that are around me. I'm also getting spending more time with family, or again, friends that are like family, or family. Okay, I just heard destiny. Destiny's child. There's something about the destiny. What do we have here? Oh, divine animals. You could be spending time with an animal being. Some of you could be spending more time with a pet or getting a pet. There could be a focus on animal beings and connecting into your instinctual energy. Look around at your pets around you, or the animals that are around you, the animal beings. They're showing you to trust your instincts in a particular situation. And also, this is a wolf. So your instinctual energy, your instinctual messages, you're following your instincts, you're sensing, you're feeling. It's a form of intuition coming from the body. Instincts are through the body. I feel like you've had a renewal. Maybe some of you were afraid of your intuition, or you didn't use your intuition for yourself. Even if you're a reader or you're psychic, maybe you didn't use it so much for yourself. You are now. But you're also being seen as a leader with your intuition or following your instincts. That's leading you in the right direction. What do we have here? Oh, divine feminine, the ability to open to receive. Pretty powerful. Okay, can you see that? Let me make sure. Yeah, the ability to receive, the ability to open to receive. I think this is all the emotional nurturing, is the divine feminine. You're embracing that part of you, but it's having a really good result. Okay, it's having a really good outcome, and that's also that Six of Wands. That's the Chariot. This is success. Whatever you're asking about, there's success. This is a big yes. You're getting success. You're getting yes, a big yes in a particular direction. And I'm not feeling that you have to overdo or overwork. It's saying really to go with the flow. If you understand your own rhythms and cycles, you're not going to be overdoing. You're not going to be doing something in a way that isn't beneficial for you. I love that. Look at that. There's 2 hearts there. I just heard 2 hearts beat as one. Yeah, there's a lot of soulmate connection in this group. And partly what I mean by that is whether it's an individual person for a love partnership or love relationship, it could be the love of a great friend or family member. For some of you, it's the love of yourself, your higher self, your life. But again, relationships are very much highlighted for you this month. And you're calling in a divine counterpart, a divine partner. All right, let's see, what do we got here? I just heard namaste. I don't know if some of you do. Oh, look at that. These 3 came out, and we've got Gibu. Look at that. Ooh, I think there's going to be a secret. There's secret. I think you're going to meet someone. I feel like you're going to meet someone. Or you've met someone. We've got Weird. This is your destiny. You're on the path to destiny. Weird sometimes is something that we don't know. It's fate. It's the norns. It's past, present, future. It's how you got here. You got here for a reason. Then we go into strength, determination. That's also the Two of Wands. You've got the strength, you're following through. You've got the determination. You've got this inner strength from your life circumstance. And then we go into generosity, balance, gibu, agreements, contracts, legal dealings going your way. The X in the Nordic alphabet is the X of, when we put an X and we look at it as a kiss, it's sealed with a kiss. It's a contract. But this energy does bring in relationships. So again, it's highlighted about relationships or a partnership. Please put in the comment if you recently met someone and are asking, or you meet someone in June, because that is the energy frequency right now for you, is that you're getting supported. Some of you, this Gibo is working with the divine. You're in this divine partnership. And everything comes from that. Everything comes from this level of abundance, from you being connecting emotionally to yourself and your own needs and doing more work that's more satisfying, more fulfilling, is putting you in this vibe and is attracting the emotional fulfillment. So this is definitely a shift in relationship. And you're calling in that divine partnership. And that's why you have the divine feminine. You're calling it in by how you're living. This isn't going out and striving and making it happen. I don't even think you're on an app. I think you meet someone, and I think it's a surprise. I think it's part of your path. I think it's destined, and I think it's like synchronicity, serendipity, luck, whatever. You're not going to see it coming. You're not going to see this relationship coming. And for some of you, there's some kind of renewal energetically of your vitality, but also relationship structure. There's something about relationships, that the relationship sector of your life becoming renewed, growth, important to you. And you can trust your instincts now. You've done enough personal work, enough healing work, that you're not going to attract the booby prize anymore. If that's your concern, like, oh my God, I don't want to, am I going to attract another, learning lesson relationship, a narcissist, this or that. No, I do not see that. All right, Radiant Soul Light. Let's see. Oh, and I forgot to say, well, let me look at this. Let me get a message for you. But I want to remember to say this Saturday, I have a workshop, a healing session. We're going to do work through the astral plane, connecting into the Akasha records, but do an shamanic interplane on the astral plane. So if that's something you want to do, the link is going to be in the description box. I also linked it in my Instagram, and it's in my Instagram stories, and it's in the community section of our YouTube community. Okay, you got Aquarius. Ooh, second house. Venus in Aquarius, friends. Branching out. Venus in Aquarius in the second house. Wow. So a big power for you is your ability also to detach from outcomes. So the second house has to do about increase, reaching more people. So if that's something you've been wanting to do, is reach more people, you've got the Six of Wands there, Six of Wands, Two of Wands, and Ten of Pentacles. You are reaching more people. Again, this could be a glow up, right? This could be an up-leveling of either the type of customer, client, clientele, follower, subscriber, something. Something is improving, but you're being asked to put more energy. Mars in Aquarius, put more energy into groups and more individual people. Notice who supports you, who has your back. You have their back. You have their back. And when I say like-minded people, individuals or people, I don't mean people that agree with you all the time. But you're in alignment. You're attuned. You can have a difference of opinion. You can argue. It doesn't matter. Your principles are similar. Your values, what you're doing in life, what's important to you. Put your time and energy into that. Time, energy, and money into that. It will pay off. Okay? The second house, it's also going to help you flourish and grow. And some of you, this growth this month is coming through money or income, annuities, inheritance. Let me know in the comments. All right, your soul insights mantra, beautiful, radiant soul light that you are. Beaming. I just feel you beaming. You've called in all this change with that Malachite. You've called in this change. You're overcoming stuck. You're overcoming problems. You're overcoming being held back. You're overcoming misunderstanding within yourself to your higher self. Misunderstanding God, misunderstanding the universe, misunderstanding spirit, misunderstanding yourself, misunderstanding with people. You're just... June's going to be a great month for you. It's just... and if it's not, see me. You need to do some emotional clearing work and repatterning, because this reading, if you were drawn to it, you can just not just see it by my channel psychic messages, you can see it in the cards. All right, beautiful soul. All right, I'm on the divine right path, in my divine right timing for positive growth, abundance, love, and prosperity. All right. I will be doing the extended in Patreon, where we'll look more specifically at relationships, job, career, and health. See you in the next one. Hello, beautiful soul. Happy June. Great to connect with you. I'm really excited about this reading because I'm feeling a lot of shifts. You're a bit of a unicorn. You got a unique talent or ability that's coming in. All right, let's look at your energy update, what's coming in for you in June. Now, first of all, you've got the red hematite, which I just got this. I love this crystal mineral. Red hematite has a lot to do with blood, circulation, it's protection, grounding, as well. So protection, grounding, but I'm getting with you now. This could be health improving in June, maybe anything, circulation issues, blood issues, but I also feel it's getting to some kind of ancestral connection with some of you, and also circulation of, if something was sluggish, it could be your diet, it could be life, it could be yourself. Something is beginning to circulate. Now, this could be also going into some kind of publication. Well, let's see what we can get with this. So you've got the Two of Cups. Let's see what else you have. The Chariot. That's interesting. I think in the extended, I think Soul Story number 2 had the Chariot. Maybe in the clarifying cards. Chariot. Oh, I see it. And Nine of Swords and changes. Okay, the first message I'm getting for you is either you're going through some changes that you're fearing, or you have some anxiety over, or you're about to. So I want to say, that's interesting, protection. So that red hematite has a lot to do with protection and grounding through some kind of changes. We're going to see more of what is that specifically to you. But definitely whatever you're going through or going to go through in June, there is a level of protection. It's going to be okay. But I am getting that there is some kind of change that kind of throws you off a little bit. We've got nature here. And I'm looking at that 7411. So it's some kind of rebirth. Compassion, healing. I just heard, for some of you, this could bring a relationship change. Someone is not as available in your life. There could be, for some of you, a breakup, a moving on, or you're evaluating a relationship. I do feel that there is a bit of anxiety right now as I'm doing this reading, which is on Wednesday. Or you're coming into that. But again, if there could have been a disruption in relationship, there could have been a breakup, my sense, or you're wondering, am I going to have to go in a new direction on my own or with someone? Are they going to come with me? Is this good? So there's a lot of uncertainty about your relationships is what I'm getting. That's coming up for you. It's also, the guides are saying, to have more moderation in your life and more understanding of what your needs, true needs and wants are. Now, some of you, this rebirth, you're going to be either spending more time in nature or you're connecting more to your true nature. I really think for some of you, this has a lot to do with health and wellness, especially with, where's my little pointer here? Especially with the red hematite. So there could be something with healing from some kind of illness, or it could be mental, emotional imbalance, anxiety, or your partner could be going through this. If you're not already in the relationship change, the breakup, or some change or uncertainty about a relationship, if you're not in the middle of that, then I feel like you're going to be wondering whether you need to do that. Now, this is also showing me a group of people individually on their path that you're wondering, if I make this change, if I move, will I have community? Will I have friends? Am I going to draw in that person or that partner? There's a lot about anxiety, maybe overthinking about a particular relationship or relationships in general. Now, this Jupiter in Capricorn tells me that the changes ultimately, they may require work. They may provoke some anxiety or uncertainty in your life. That the changes are absolutely positive. The changes that come in actually bring a positive direction. They bring positive changes, life-enhancing, optimal changes. So the changes are also really good. I'm really kind of feeling like some of you might be the type that worry a lot, maybe have anxiety, or you're worrying over some kind of decision or fluctuation in your life, but it ends up being okay. And you've got all this blue. So this is telling me there's this calming energy that's coming in with nature and green here in the, Merkaba. So there's something very grounding, like I feel like that it's going to be much ado about nothing, right? That Shakespeare play. You're going to get over it. You're going to get through it. It's actually going to be better or easier, or it's going to bring more of what you really want to do. It's going to bring, I just heard like an increase, an up-leveling or an increase in your life. But there is a little bit of instability this month. There is a little bit of up and down energy, or you're coming out of it. Yeah, see, it's requiring faith. I just heard somebody's pregnant. So some of you, this could be about a pregnancy. Or finding out you're pregnant, you don't know if you can do it in a completion. Can we do this? Do we have the funds? Do we have the money? Are you going to be there? Are you going to help me? This could also be you're taking on more responsibility, either at work or with a family, in a family way. You could be, some of you definitely, there's divorce, separation, and you're wondering, am I going to meet somebody new or be able to, with the kids, with what I have going on. Right now for you, no matter what it looks like on the outer world or the outside, this is why you're being asked to have more compassion for yourself with the situation, or even this other person that's going through something, is that all of this is bringing some level of renewal or some kind of rebirth. It's bringing some kind of expansion in your life, even if you have to cut back or budget. Some of you, this might be budgeting. Some of you, it might be budgeting time, energy, focus. It might be that you're completing something from your past. Maybe you're still working a particular job. You're having to complete something before the expansion can be fuller. And this completion is also deep within. You may not be seeing it externally to you. You may not be seeing, oh, it's a completion in the job. It's an inside job. This rebirth is happening deep within you. So the changes that you're perhaps freaking out over, lamenting, maybe there's some anxiety, there's some worry, it's showing that you do get through it. And it actually ends up being better. I almost feel like my video reading, Blessing in Disguise, could be helpful for you. Yeah, here we go, Wheel of Fortune. and then we have the moon. Yeah, see, this is what I'm getting, perseverance. So fears coming up. There's fears about a decision. There's an uncertainty about a decision. And you're really having to trust your intuition, the faith. I get whatever the decision is, you come out on top. It ends up being something that is, I see the workable, the solution is there. Now, for some of you, it's because something is over. You can't keep doing the same thing, whether this is a behavior pattern, a relating pattern, a conditioned response pattern, whether it's particular needs or type of relationship. You've got to make changes. You've got to make the changes. This is saying don't overdwell on the changes. Don't worry or have anxiety over the changes that you need to make, because you're on the right track, you're on the right path with the changes that you need to make. You're getting the messages of the changes you need to make for your life to be able to go to that next level. Some of you, this is about a next level. You've been persevering. You know what? Oh, I'm getting the message. This is a message. Lots of love for a nice group here, part of the soul group. You're used to having things a certain way, maybe playing smaller or a small role or a smaller group. You need to go to this next level. You have to. You're being guided. That's by the High Priestess there. That's by the Moon card. You've been getting signs of this upcoming change, but yet you're not certain. There's some doubt. There's some doubt and fear, or you're having some worry thoughts or anxiety. You're feeling a level of pressure. For some of you, this is sleep. It's upsetting your sleep. One strong message that I'm very much getting from your higher self and your guides is dream work, dream therapy. Work with your dreams more. You can write out a question, go to drink some water before you go to sleep. The question will come in the dreams or upon awakening. Look for a sign or a confirmation. But I feel like there's a lot coming up for you in your subconscious, and because you're being placed in a new arena or area, there's been some kind of expansion. You've completed something on a basic level, a lower level, a basic level, a foundational level. There's something that's completed. There's something that's over, whether a learning lesson. Some of you, if it's not a relationship, it's a type of relationship. It's a type of job, a type of career, where now you're asked to, by yourself, your very own higher self, you, the true you, the soul aspect of you, is literally saying, I want more. I want to expand. I want to do more. I want to increase, my reach, my life, my fulfillment. I want to receive more, have more. I want to extend out more. Some of you, it's with your gifts, or you want to use your gifts for an income, entrepreneurially, for your own business, more for service into the world. Some of you have been hiding. You've been hiding in the shadows, but you haven't stopped moving forward or trying to heal or help. It's just now there's something, let's see, there's something else that's required of you. Let's look at it. What's required? You're getting some kind of recognition. Some of you may not be used to the recognition. Look for what we call in hypnotherapy competing idea, and also what we call a double bind. You might be in this, I don't know if I can do this, but I really want this. I don't know if I'm ready to expand, or I know enough, but I really want to. Or I don't know if I love being alone and doing my own thing, but I really want relationship. You have to come to some kind of reconciliation within yourself. Yeah, here it is again. This completion on a new level. So, again, this could be joining with others. This could be, I had a client the other day, and I'm like, you're at this new level, and you're learning about relationship, how to work with people collegially, how to work with people in an office, an organization, a company, a community. It's not always easy. We'll call it group dynamics. I do a lot of group work and I teach it. It's not always easy. It brings up our stuff. Our stuff doesn't come just up with personal or interpersonal relationships, romantic relationships, or family. It comes up with friends. It comes up when we're going in a leadership position, when we're going to teach, when we're going out in the world, when we're working with communities, when we're joining with others, we're collaborating. We really have to learn how to do that. And I do feel that's a message for you, is you're learning. Maybe that's the relationship change. You're changing up relationships, and it's a little scary. It might be a little more vulnerable for you right now. You're having to show up in a different way. However, the one thing I'm hearing to tell you from your higher self is you're already at the level. You passed the initiation. You've already turned the corner. You're already at the new level. You're in anxiety of the old level, the old aspect, the old version of you. You're already the new version. You've already updated. It's coming up here in the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the High Priestess, the Four Wands, the Chariot. You've already updated. You've already up-leveled. Now, you might have to do some things externally. This may be just reading on the astral level. This may be reading on the etheric. This may be reading on the subconscious. So for you, it's about connecting into that empowered part of you, the empowered aspect, the flexible, the vulnerable yet strong, the intuitive, the leader, the teacher, the guide, the part of you that can go out or go forward. You're already there. It's really just about a recognition of this aspect for yourself. In a way, it's about self-recognition. That you're recognizing this part of you and more relying on this part of you. So you're in a little bit of initiation this month. You're getting initiated into a new level of your being, into what you've expanded into. You're kind of having to, it's almost like being on the first day of the job. I know I can do it. But then, it lives differently than what we think. You're on the job and there's new people. No, I don't know. Oh, can I trust them? Do they like me? I don't know. Let me see. So you're going through some kind of initiation, which is some kind of test. But you're testing your limits. You're testing your empowerment. You're testing, yourself, what you know. You're testing where you're at to just see, hey, is this strong enough foundation? Where do I need to do a little more work? Yeah, you're testing it out. Some of you, you're testing the waters out. You're testing, look at the message. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing is going to go wrong. This is the spirit coming through at the 11th hour. This is, so you're learning also how to deal with anxiety when there's chaos, when there's confusion externally, when there's uncertainty, when you're in transition. The power of meditation with the High Priestess, faith, trust, prayer, journaling, meditating within, centering, contemplating. Your spiritual practice helps. This is a very strong spiritual path that's here for you. But you're coming out of some kind of doubt, perhaps, not clear about something, so how do you, when something's not clear, but you can still feel like, okay, I'm working through things are manifesting as they need to be, whether it looks differently externally on the surface, that's part of the healing. You've got this vision, this mission. Some of it is about also having compassion for yourself. Let's look at this. Rebirth. I think you fear relationship change. I feel you've gonna, like those of you that are changing a lot, oh, am I going to be with this person still? Will I still be able to be with them? Will they be there while I go through this? But this Four of Pentacles and right on the healing card shows that what really helps you this month is to not over push, not overdo with that Five of Wands. Let the Five of Wands be persistence, right? Perseverance, but not obsession, not overly doing, overly pushing, trying to, really strong arm something to happen. Let yourself go within. With the High Priestess here, you need to take time outs and have breaks. I've got 2 4s here, so 4-4 could be powerful. 4-4 breaks down to an 8. So there's a lot of concern here about stability, about having a good foundation, about building upon something. But this building upon something definitely works better when you're able to reset, to have your own rebirth, whether it's a mini rebirth during a day, a week, a month, or it's part of this big rebirth for you. Is also, it has a lot to do with some kind of reset from past challenges. So the changes that are happening are definitely, you're moving your own wheel. You're the vehicle. You're moving things. There's this connection to your higher self. Things are getting moved. Some of you thought, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Why is this relationship going on? Or there's this instability. But I'm really you're learning a lot about inner stability. And to remember, nothing has gone wrong. I love to do these layouts because you can do a screen grab, right, or screenshot, and really use it as a focusing or focal point. But definitely something's picking up the circulation. Now, I'm also really being shown this message, and I want to use my jasper here. Red iron, right? Hematite. Look at the coloring. Some of what you're clearing is ancestral. This healing that you're going through is ancestral healing. It's from conditioning, conditioned response patterns, what you were taught, what you learned, the family, what we call family transmissions. It's been transmitted. You're clearing out. It's like clearing out a closet to make the changes that you want. So you need to have compassion for yourself or anybody else involved. You haven't done anything wrong. Your life hasn't gone wrong. One of the things that was really a challenge for me, and I still kind of have a little bit of a challenge with it, is our soul timing. Sometimes I go, oh my God, by the time this happens, I'm going to be this so old. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Is it going to happen before I die? What's going to happen? Why did all this stuff happen earlier? Why did for 10 years nothing happened? What's going on? That's the soul cycle. And you are in a particular cycle. It's a cycle of transmutation and transformation with that snake energy. You're shedding a skin. That there's a cycle that you're in. The cycle, the Wheel of Fortune. This cycle a lot is happening for you very much so subconsciously. There's deep healing happening for you subconsciously. So it's really time to have a level of compassion for yourself and how far you've come and what you've gone through and what you know, the challenges, what you've overcome. The human side of you right now needs some loving care. Healing energy needs to be in nature, needs to destimulate, needs to recharge. We have to remember the human part of us also. No matter if you're a starseed or you're a light worker or how evolved you are or conscious, we do have a little self. We have a human self. Just dropped a crystal. What is that? Oh, it's my tangerine quartz. Let's bring that little baby in. Tangerine quartz. Healing energy, creative energy. Is there something that you want to create or you want to do? Is there an art project? Is there something that makes you feel better or feel more optimistic? Really take care of you and nurture you. That's going to bring the better changes. Look at what we have here. We have take action. Well, that taking action is taking action on nurturing you. Spend time in nature. Connect into your own healing nature. Set intentions. Wow. New beginning. So set intentions. Take action. I'm going to put it there. Wow, set intentions. I wonder if you feel a little resonance to Soul Story. Was it number 2? I don't know, number 1. There was one about focus. I think focus. Intentions, focus, follow through, and new beginnings. That's the rebirth. You've got some amazing changes coming in, even if things feel a little bit heavy right now. If there's some level of kind of uncertainty around you, nothing's gone wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not unevolved. You're not wrong for what you're doing or want to do. But you are setting some new set of circumstances in motion. And that's also with the Chariot there and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's new circumstances that are coming in your life. New focus, right? You need to take action and follow through. But a big part of your action and follow through really needs to be, to some level, if you want to say, nurturing, self-care, healing modalities, compassion for yourself. Like if you do a lot during a day or a week and you're like, okay, what's your reward? You know, do you walk along the beach? Do you get some great food and watch a movie or whatever, video game? Do you go out? I don't know, whatever it is, their music. Bring music into your life, you know. So these kinds of things right now for you, compassion is really important because you're doing this deep ancestral healing. Wow, that's for sure. All right, let's look at any area that's coming up. I will be doing, okay, this dice came in. Boy, your guides are really wanting to speak. Okay, let's connect in. They've been trying to reach you and tell you to be less harsh on yourself. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. Find ways to ease the worry, to ease the pain, to ease the anxiety. It's going to be okay. I am hearing somebody getting better. I don't know if it's you or a family member. I'm getting a male energy. Okay, let's see what most area is going to be impacted for you. Ooh, 12th house, the moon. Yeah, the subconscious. So you're doing this healing and cleansing and clearing of the subconscious, of your past, of your what perhaps you're undoing, what undid. Some of you might be coming out of recuperation, maybe hospitalization, or a friend or family member, somebody you care about. You have to have compassion for the cycle you're in right now. Okay, I'm going to be doing an extended on Patreon, if that's something you want to dive into, looking at relationships more deeply in career. So you've got Mercury here, Gemini, and I love this for you. First house, it's all about you. More variety, do more, lighten up. Mercury and Gemini. Chat, have a chat with a friend, connect with community. Mercury and Gemini, don't hold yourself back. Take action. Even if it's light action, just action. It doesn't have to even be necessarily with you consistent. It's just you got to take action here and there. You may not see the plan. You may not have a complete routine or schedule set up. You might be feeling in midair from the old, what you were doing, now to the new. You're trying to integrate something. It's just right now, set your intention. Take action. You're creating a new beginning. A new beginning isn't always clean and orderly and step by step. It could be a little messy. It could be doing a little this, doing a little that, doing this, doing that. It could be total mashup, okay? But you are drawing in, you're creating, you're manifesting some kind of new beginning, a rebirth in a particular area of your life, and it's coming from this deep ancestral healing. All right, Radiant Soul Light. Your Soul Insights mantra is, I have compassion for myself and others on this path. That's it. I have compassion for myself and others on this path. That was it. That's pretty clear. Let me know how this resonates. Lots of love and light. Oh, I forgot to say. Did I say at the beginning? This Saturday I have a healing workshop. I'm going to be doing something. This would be great for you if you chose this. We're going to be doing some inner work, inner plane journey work, looking at the astral plane and etheric and seeing what is being created, what is being drawn in, and changing the frequency at the astral level if it's about something you don't want to draw in or manifest, or you're done. Clearing those family generational transmissions. So if that's something you're interested in, there'll be a link in the description box with this. If I remember, I'll pin it also along with the timestamps. I do believe there's a link in IG, in my bio on Instagram, and also in the community tab of our amazing community and channel here. Okay, that's all. Happy June. Lots of love and light.